Damn.
Hi guys, just thought I'd come on and do a little vlog update. I had loads of bits of stuff to kind of tell you, and I don't want to do it while I'm trying to journal, so I thought I'd come on and do a little vlog bit. It's really sunny here today, which is really nice. Just got home from work, so forgive the messy hair. It has been up all day. So just a few bits that I've been getting that I wanted to update you on. So months ago, I got this ring. It's an Olux ring, and a couple of you put in the comments, let us know how you get on with it. I got it to see if it would help with sleep. I got it to see if it would help with headaches and helping with menopause. There's lots of these like floating around at the minute on the internet. It isn't much, it's like a piece of metal. And can you see, let me try and twist it. There's some like magnets inside, can you see there? On both sides. And it's meant to be kind of magnetic, almost like pressure point, well, not even pressure point. It kind of goes around your finger like this, and it's meant to help. I can't honestly say it is or isn't working. I have tried it without, I've tried it with, but there's no rhyme or reason to my sleep pattern at the minute. I am still getting headaches. They are not as bad, which is what I'm going to come on to next. I am having to take paracetamol or ibuprofen like fairly regularly, but I'm not having to take the really heavy duty painkillers that the doctor, oh look at my hair from where it's been in a ponytail, that the doctor gave me, which is good. My bloods came back fine. I'm still waiting on my CT scan results, but I think this is something that's helping. So for you ladies that have been asking about menopause stuff, I think I'm perimenopause, and there's other things going on, and I don't think it's at all it's full-blown menopause. The doctor tells me I'm too young for that. But I found this brand called Nutrition Geeks. This isn't sponsored, I don't get money off them. It's just something I found online, and then subsequently one of my friends has started taking it. I was like, oh, have you seen these? And I was like, oh, I already take them. But I had this one, which is the magnesium glycinate, and you can take it either during the day for kind of a boost of energy and stress management, it says, or I take it an hour before bed to help with sleep quality and muscle cramps. Now I have to say, this does seem to be doing something, in that I do notice if I've missed it, and I do struggle more. I'm not saying that there's no nights that I never get any sleep, but this has been really helpful. So then I was recommended to have a look at their other stuff, and I got the menopause support bundle. Now, I don't know how it'll be when I'm full-blown menopause, and I know people at work I've suggested this to, and they are on HRT and things like that, and I'm not there at all yet. But I am feeling a lot of the little niggly things. My sleep pattern's disrupted, my joints are aching. I'll get the brain fog and wonder what the hell I'm talking about, which is why my videos sometimes sound like I'm waffling, because I lose track of what I'm talking about. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Now you do get this in the Meno bundle pack, which I already was taking. You get turmeric, which has curcumin, ginger and black pepper in. Now they're all for different things. I think this one is for kind of joints, I want to say it's saying. Then you get the ashwagandha calm, which is for the brain fog. You take this at night time, so there's that with it. And then you get the lion's mane focus, which is for kind of the tiredness, the kind of not feeling yourself bit. Now I've been taking these now for about 2.5 weeks, maybe nearly 3 weeks. You do get a lot. These are 2 tablets every day. I think there's like 3 months worth in there. These, there's a couple of months worth, because you take one a day, yeah, and you get 60. These ones you take 2 a day and you get 120. So they're not all the same kind of, they're not going to last the same length of time. And these are 2 and you get 90, so it's 3 months supply. And then I added on right at the end, you know, like they do, they go, oh, if you add this to your cart, you could get it for this price. So I got the vitamin D3 and K2, which is just like immune support. Now, the reason I did that is obviously being here in the UK, although you won't believe it, the last couple of weeks, we don't get enough sunshine really, and everybody should take, in the winter months, vitamin D. Not so much now when it's like this, but I wanted to get into the habit of taking it. So I take all these. I do feel like I'm rattling, but at least I know that they're all kind of, I'm not taking drugs, if you know what I mean. I was taking a vitamin D spray anyway, and I was taking some turmeric and black pepper that I was buying from Boots anyway. So those 2 things I was already taking. I'd already found that myself to help with sleep. So I've added on literally the 2 for like brain fog and focus. And it is helping a little bit. I don't feel like I'm stumbling and stuttering as much as I do. And the only other thing I take is this, which I get from Holland and Barrett, but there's other places, which is sage leaf, which my mum told me to get for like the hot flushes that come over me sometimes. And I've not been really suffering as much with that kind of overwhelming, oh my God, it's boiling. So I just wanted to come on for any of my watchers that are suffering right now and haven't found anything that could help. This is a good place to start, especially if you don't want to take lots of drugs. Having said that, have you seen how many? Look at this. Look at it all. So, what else have I got to tell you? I'm doing okay with my planners. So I will give you a flip through in a minute of my A5. I am keeping up with it. This is my baby here. Only because I am using these 2. Now, I'm not really filling this in properly, which sounds crazy because when I was in here in my compact horizontal, I was filling it in. I've got so much information here. I was loving it. And you might think, well, why have you stopped then? I've got like all my things, my little mood board things, and I find something that I want for the house and the garden in the back. It's brilliant, but it's just not quite big enough. So what I've done is I've switched to this to write down, like, it's already dated. So what I wanted was I can write shifts in, I can write appointments in, and just not be neat. It's just pen. I keep really wanted to decorate it, but I'm not doing it. It's just appointments, meal tracker, to do, waiting on, basics. Which was forcing me then to use this because I didn't have anything else to write in. So I'm keeping this right next to me on the settee. And that's also allowed me time to do this, which is my Hobonichi 5-year, which I have not been keeping up with. I didn't fill it in from October the 16th. Yeah, last year, for the whole way up until May. And I'm like, oh no. So what I've done is I've backfilled. I've done all in May. I've backfilled April, I've backfilled March, and I'm doing Feb now. If I can get to the beginning of the year, then brilliant. And if I don't get December through October done backfilling, that's fine. I can still use it for the whole 5 years, but it's actually really fun when you get to the second year and you can see the difference. Yeah, brilliant. So I'm managing to catch up with that, which I'm really pleased with. So I just kind of have these next to me on the settee all the time, and it's just making me dip into them because I'm writing in these more now. I'm not really using this, but that's okay. What I did do, I did get a B6. I was looking, I didn't want to spend over £40 on a planner that really is a test. I looked on the D-Stash websites and things like that, and they still wanted 40 quid just for like half a year. I'm not willing to pay 40 quid for a planner that I'm just testing out. And it's just the size. So I found one, I've just opened it actually. Let me just, right, okay. The colour is a choice, as in, it's not, I didn't know what colour it was going to be. Would I have chosen it? No. Am I really mad about it? No. I'm just rolling with it. It was 20 quid. It's brand new. It's brighter in person as well. It's kind of rocking this. Sorts of colours I wear when I'm on holiday, so I'm braver on holiday. I've had a quick squish at it. The only thing I would change about this, it is Tomorrow River paper. It's got everything in it I need. I wish it was horizontal layout, because this, with the, you can put your tasks here and your to-dos and your trackers and things like I was doing. Let me just show you like this. Really, really works for me. And I'm not really using my weeklies in my A5. But you know what? It is what it is. And I will just try it. I'm just trying it for the size. What I want to know is, going forward, I'm just sticking with these. But, however, in 2026, I want to know, do I bother getting a compact? Do I bother getting an N1 size? Do I get an A5? Do I get a B6? I do not want to be doing this again. And the only way that my head can understand whether this is going to be a size that's okay for me is to try it. So I'll give you a flick through this in another video and compare it to the size of my compact and stuff like that. And we'll do a setup page. But I do need to give it a go. I really need to give it a go for me. So I wasn't wanting to spend a lot of money. But for them, I'm not mad. I'm not mad from the little brief look through I've had in there. What else have I got to tell you? I've done the Fairy Loot drawer. That was delayed because my husband fell down the stairs. He's okay. But a few years ago, he fell down the stairs and actually broke his back. So when he fell down the stairs, it was a whole, yeah. So that's why I'm late with it. But I have done a randomised draw. I've picked a winner. I just need to put it on. The video is awful. I couldn't get the right angle for you to look at the screen to prove that it was randomised. So I'm just going to go with a naff video, because at least you can see that I wasn't fixing it or anything. What else? I've been doing a lot of reading. I finished, oh, it's not in here, Quicksilver, loved it. I did like that. Kingfisher, not as good as Rysand, but I do love the Quicksilver book. And then I moved on to, I got like a little haul a couple of months ago. Quicksilver was in it, Powerless was in it, and things like that. So I've just finished this guy. Now, I did the tandem read with the Powerful, which is like this is book 1, that's book 1.5. Honestly, it could have just been put into this. It didn't need to be done as a separate book. It really didn't. It added to the story, 100%, yes. Did it need to be its own book? No. And it's so small. It should have just made this a bit bigger. How many pages was it? I didn't feel like it was 501 pages, and it's not really tiny writing. Massive writing. But I suppose it would have made it too big. But it was okay. I did like the kind of little love triangle, the general story, kind of, I want to say like Hunger Games-esque, with trials and things, which quite a few books have done now. I do think it's got a hell of a lot of hype though. Do I think it lives up to the massive hype? No. I gave it like 3.5 stars. I'm not saying I would never, ever, ever read it again, but it's going to be a long, long time if I ever do pick it up and kind of go, meh, I'll give it another whirl. I don't think it's living up to the hype. But it was easier doing the tandem read. I had the physical copy and I had the other one on my Kobo. So I just kind of switched between the two, which was nice and easy. My daughter came home yesterday, bless her. And because I've been driving her to and from work a lot, she used her own money while she was studying for her A-levels in Waterstones and bought me some books as a gift. Please, please, please. She has said she's happy for me to keep the 3 books or change them. She does want me to have 3 books, but she wants me to decide whether I want to keep them or change them. And I'm not sure. And I don't want to waste her money on books that I'm not going to read. So please do, in the comments, please let me know if you've read any of these and if they're worth reading or you would recommend them or not, because she's quite happy to change them, but it would need to be over the next couple of days. So she's got me this one, which is V.E. Schwab, A Darker Shade of Magic. This sounds a little bit different to what I would read. I'm not saying I wouldn't read it. It's not grabbing me, the blurb of this one. Different parallel universe. I'm not good with parallel universes. When I watch any of the later, like, what is it, phase 3 or whatever of the Marvel universe, when it's all starting with the multiverse, no, don't get me started. And this is kind of what this is, parallel universes. There's grey London, red London, white London, black London. I think it's just going to confuse the hell out of me. Let me know if this is good. Waterstones then said to her, this is on offer, it's a brand new book, it looks really, from what you've picked, you should go for this. So she got me Lee Bardugo's The Familiar. Again, this does not sound like something I would normally get, but I'm willing to give it a go if you think it's good. But I've not really heard anybody really talking about this, so I don't know. When I've looked at the reviews, some people rave about it and some people say it's pants, so I can't tell whether to keep that or not. The only reason I'm like this, guys, is because it's her. She's not got these from like The Works or something, from like a discount bookseller. She's got these from flipping Waterstones. So that's a tenner. That's a tenner. So she spent 30 quid. Now, she might have had a bit of a discount, 3 for 2, but I don't think so, because this is meant to be brand new. So I would love to get books that I want to read, I want to keep, maybe read again, and I don't want her to waste the money. So if they're pants, please, please, please let me know so she can swap them. And this one's had loads and loads, again, a bit like Powerless though, which is putting me off a bit. This has had loads of hype. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. Please let me know if this is even worth reading. It's, again, gothic fantasy. Isn't my kind of domain. Monsters and stuff. It's not something I would generally pick up, but I've heard so much about it. I'm thinking of keeping this one, to be honest. I'm not too sure about these 2. So if you can, let me know if you've read any of them and if they're good or not. Please do, because I'd love to know before my daughter wastes 30 quid of her money. What else have I got to say? These are the colours we've picked, guys. We did a thing on coat paints here in the UK. So you get your compass and you line it up and let everybody see what. So you point your compass and find out what kind of light you've got coming in. It's like southwest, northwesterly. And you put it in and you tell them what room, what kind of use the room is for. And then what sort of colours you really don't like or do like. And it comes up with the colours. So these are the colours that's recommended for here. We're thinking middle, bottom at the minute. You can't really see the colours on the screen very well, but we're not allowed to paint for like another 9 months, so we're just getting ready for when we are allowed. What else? Tell you what I'll do, I'll just go top down and give you a little quick squish at this B6 in case any of you are. I know loads of people that I've been watching online, including the bad influence that is Rebecca Mowbray from Whoops, I Did It Again, who just, I watch her videos and then she changes her planner and I'm thinking, ooh, maybe I should change mine. That's a good idea. So she's a very bad influence. But I will show you this because it's worth having a look. Never heard of Night Owl by Owl Paper. So we can have a look at this together in a second.